This is the introduction video for a series of videos on how to use Microsoft Word to create a basic resume. This is for my class on Introduction to Business Communications for Mount San Jacinto College. So the first thing I want to do is introduce you to how this lab is set up. So it has a table of contents that tells you what it is that we're going to be doing in the lab. You'll see important notes, and then right here in blue, important notes. That tells you that important notes is on page 1. Now if you scroll down to the bottom of every page, you'll see that there are 6 pages total, and this is page 1. So if you're looking for how to center your first line, you'll go to page 4. That's how this table of contents works. The other thing I want to show you is that step number 1, every step has a number. And as I go through these videos, I'm going to talk about what step we're in. If you want to follow along with what's written, that's where you'll find our step. The next thing is that this column, the instructions column, this tells you what to do. So when you see something in bold, that's probably something I'm going to have you click on. I include pictures that tell you what the thing is that I'm talking about, what it looks like. I can give you links. Sometimes on my pictures I'll have a red square or a red rectangle. That means that this is what I'm talking about and this is where I want you to click. This column right here is the expected results and notes section. In here I describe more information about what it is that will happen after you click on things. So this is often what happens after you do the step over here. The other thing is I'll give you additional information like note. As you're doing this lab, you can easily just go down this column, the instructions column, and just do the whole thing. But if you're ever interested in why you're doing it, or how you're supposed to do it, or what will happen after you do that step, this is where that information is kept. So now that you understand how the lab is set up, I want to show you this important notes section. Sometimes people will skip over the information at the very beginning and they'll just try to get straight into the actual homework. But it's important that you understand these 3 tools right here. This is the undo button, this is the redo button, and this is the format painter. I'm going to go ahead and quickly open up a Word document and I will show you what those buttons do. Okay, so now I'm inside a Word document and I'm going to show you the power of the undo button and the redo button. So I'm just going to type a quick sentence. Okay, so I have now typed a sentence. The fox is brown, it lives in the grass. Let's give that a period. Alright, now if I hit undo, it will undo the last thing I did. So in this case, it took away my period. If I hit it again, it will take the next last thing I did, which was to type the word grass. If I hit it again, apparently at some point I had misspelled the word the, but I would prefer to spell the word the correctly, so I'm going to hit the redo button, and instantly my TEH is back to the. If I want the word grass, I hit the redo button one more time and it puts it back. And if I hit redo one more time, it'll do that last thing that I did. It'll put it back. So I can make changes just based off this undo or redo button. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just make it green. But I'm not sure if I like that. So one way to tell whether or not I like it or not is to hit undo. Now it's black again. Redo, green. Undo, black. Redo, green. Yeah, I think I like the green. Alright, so I'm going to leave it that way. But that's a way of showing you how undo and redo can actually help you make a decision about formatting. Because when you make the change, you can then go back and forth, redo, undo, and just see if you like it or not. Now let's go ahead and show you the format painter. I'm going to go ahead and make this even bigger. I'm going to make it bold and underlined, and I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to put 18-point font. Alright, so the fox is brown, it lives in the grass. And as you know, we did green, that's one change. Bold, that's a second change. Underline, that's 3. And then the size, 4 things we did to this word grass. Now we could do the dog is blue. Whoops, not glue. Dog is blue. It lives in my house. All right. Now we have house. Now we could, if we wanted this exact same formatting, we could highlight house and we could do all four things. We could make it green and bold and underlined and larger. But the faster way to do that, and the better way, because you want to make sure they're the same, is to use the Format Painter. And it is just like using a paintbrush with a bucket of paint. The paint is like the font and the format that you've used that you like. And the paintbrush is a way of getting that formatting from one item to another. So what we do is we dip our paintbrush into what we like. So we haven't clicked on anything until now. And you can either highlight the formatting you like, or you can just click inside of it. So for this first step, you can just click inside the formatting you like. That's the easiest thing to do, so that's what I do. And then you come over and you hit the Format Painter, left click. So now we've picked up that formatting on our brush. Now we have to put it on the thing that we want to change. So now I come over here and I very carefully only select the word house. I just highlight that, and instantly the formatting from this is over here. Now if I change my mind and I don't want grass to be green, I want it to be blue, I can quickly make that change over here as well. I can click inside the word grass, hit my Format Painter, and then highlight that second word, painting it on there. So if I made 4 different changes again, I could just grab that formatting, put it on the other word, and that's how Format Painter works. It's really great. So once again, we'll make it red, we'll take away the underlining. Fastest way to fix that, click inside house, click on Format Painter, paint the word grass, and that's how Format Painter works. Very convenient for things like bullets, changing the formatting on something to match formatting on something else. It's a really great tool. Alright, so that's it for the introduction video. The next video will go into steps 1 and 2, which is just opening up Microsoft Office.